వీడియో రావట్లేదు. కెమెరా ఏమన్నా బ్లాక్ అయిందా? ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Good afternoon, all. I am JT officer. I welcome you all. On behalf of Upcast, I welcome the official of DST, Dr. Devapriya Datta, Head and Advisor, Seed Division, DST, Government of India. Dr. Rashmi Sharma, Scientist F, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Dr. Ravikant Prajapati, Scientist B, and other members of the DST, Government of India. Director Generals, Member Secretaries of all state SNT councils and representatives of the different state SNT councils, CEO Science City Andhra Pradesh, Project Officer Science City Andhra Pradesh, and I am also inviting speakers of today program, Sri K. Balaram Garu, Senior Manager, Augusta Foundation Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Nirmala Krishnamurthy Garu, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Isatripati, Sri MMK Balaji Garu, Project Coordinator, Regional Science Center, NCSM, Tirupati. So I further invite district coordinators of all 13 districts and their NCSC team, scholars, students, and Upcast staff to this prestigious auspicious program. As you know, all the India is celebrating 75 years independence in the name of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. On this auspicious occasion, Department of Science and Technology has been organizing STI ecosystem for Atmanirbhar Bharat since September 2021. In the sequence of activities, this month we are presenting glimpse of on science and communication and popularization activities taken up in Andhra Pradesh through Upcast as well as Augusta Foundation, ISER, and RSC Tirupati. So now I request Member Secretary Dr. Aparna Madam to present a presentation on the Upcast activities. Madam, over to you, madam.
This one. Am I audible?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
You are audible.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present on the occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav about important member secretary presentation on science communication popularization in Upcast. It is my privilege to present the programs we have undertaken in APcast from last 1 year. So Upcast welcomes you all for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Vigyan Utsav, February 2022 theme on this month theme is science communication and popularization, which exactly suits to the our council work function from work function how we have done science communication and popularization. I will explain you clearly about what are the programs we have done and how we try to reach to the people. So these science presentation on science communication and popularization. So good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of APCAST, I'm happy to welcome Devpri Datta Garu, Head Advisor C Division DST-GOI, Rashmi Sharma, Madam, Scientist of Department of SEED, and Dr. Ravikant Prajapati, Scientist B, and other members from DST and GOI, Director Generals and Member Secretaries of all state and S&T councils, and representatives of different state S&T councils, and especially I am very much thankful and welcome to today's speakers. Shri Balram Garu, Senior Manager, Augusta Foundation, Andhra Pradesh, and Dr. Nirmala Krishnamurthy, Department of Chemistry, Isatripati, and Shri MMK Balaji Garu, Project Coordinator, RSC and RSC Tirupati. So these three speakers are doing excellent job in Andhra Pradesh. So I will explain our part, what we are doing regarding science popularization and communication. So they will explain their activities about their respective institutes. We are going to listen next three speakers after me. So, upcast vision and mission. Andhra Pradesh State Council of Science and Technology APCAST shall act as a focal forum to include scientific temper for attaining new heights in research and development for welfare of masses and to improve the quality of their life as well as to solve important issue of socio-economic development of the state by acting as organic link between science, technology and economy. Our mission is Upcast will be dedicated to educating young minds, assisting teachers, and increasing public understanding of science and technology, along with its research and development programs. So, we are exactly committed to our vision and mission. And according to our vision and mission, we are designing our programs and we are reaching the students and we are reaching the teachers and almost all the stakeholders in the society. Our slogan is science for all for science. This is our slogan, latest slogan. We are working according to that. So the first program is science communication programs. Once we take up, so this prestigious 29th National Children's Science Congress, NCSC. So we conducted successfully this year also. So it is one of the prestigious program designed by the government of India. We also took it as a very prestigious and will try to implement whatever the theme was given by the government of India. So number of orientation programs also conducted in district level and successfully we were completed. In view of COVID-19 pandemic situation followed by the NCSTC special guidelines, so we have successfully implemented our district and state events in the month of December 2021. So district events were conducted during November, December 2021. Nearly 3808 projects from 2692 schools have participated in the district events. State level event also we well in advance we have conducted so that they will get enough time for the preparation of the national event. We anticipated this year there will be national event. So children need some time for the preparation of national event so that we completed by December itself. So state level event was conducted on 14th and 15th December 2021 through hybrid mode. Srimati Vetraselvi IAS participated from school education. So they participated through virtually and encouraged child scientists. Our Honorable Minister Balin Srinivas Reddy Garu, even though he was not able to present physically, he sent video message and blessed all the children for their achievements. So his blessings were really worked out and we are happy to share with you that this year two children scientists got awards. So next, with the help of Sikedas Academy, the cash prizes, bags sponsored by, all were distributed to the child scientists, guide teachers, etc. So next mentoring sessions. So once we completed our state event, we haven't kept quiet. So we want to further fine tune them for the national event. So with the help of, luckily we got excellent evaluation team. With the help of evaluation team, we have conducted 2 mentoring sessions for the finalist, national finalist, for the 17 students. And in that way, we are able to guide them and mentor them and fine tune them, including their body language, their presentation skills, everything we are able to monitor from a cost side. So in addition to that, the KVR Scientific Society, so it conducted a special evaluation. Usually they do talent test. They will the best projects, they'll select the students and they will offer the scholarship. Even that is also helped the students to fine tune further. That evaluation team also helped to fine tune to the national event. So district level event, details of district level event, we conducted during November and December 3 years. So all these, this is the collage of all districts, photos of 29th NCSC. Next, Krishna from Krishna district. So we got total number, highest to total number of projects, 564 projects we got from Krishna district. Next state level event on 29th NCSC, it was conducted, and already I told you who attended this program. And these are the photos of state level event which was conducted in AP Cast campus. So next, these are the list of child scientists for state level event. So the 13 districts, each from 13 districts, and 4 more according to the NCSC guidelines. So we have selected 17 students for the national event. So these are the evaluation team photos. So they sincerely involved and effectively mentored the students. And I'm very happy to share with you that this year, so our 17 students participated in the national event, and which was held 29th NCSC 2021 is commenced on 15th February and concluded on 18th February, and it was conducted by Guj Coast. So the scheduled date and time for Andhra Pradesh state is 16 to 2022 from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So our student registered in 2 languages. Some students registered in English language, and some student registered in Telugu, the local language. So we handled 2 rooms simultaneously. I'm very happy to share with you that Gummadi Jessica, ZPHS Balikurva from Prakasham district, she prepared a project making of eco-friendly carry bags from banana bunch stack. So we too involved in a final evaluation process. Really the students, they are presented in an excellent way. Really we should proud of them for their achievement in the national level. So with total 33, we bagged 2 meritorious awards for our projects in the national level. So the next boy, Nalla Mohan Durga Manikanta. So he worked on a project, smart solution for eco pollution. So he too got meritorious award. I'm very much happy about their achievements, and we got lot of appreciation from the national evaluation team also. So we have a lot of applause to these students, and they have gone to national level and they bagged 2 meritorious awards for the Andhra Pradesh, which is very prestigious event for us. So next, list of selected students in national level from Andhra Pradesh. These are the certificates, and among 17, these students got awards from, this is the list which they have given by the national NCSC team. So next, science popularization in the form of National Mathematics Day. So Upcast has conducted several programs on the eve of National Mathematics Day celebration. Instead of one program, we'll try to do simultaneously several programs for the stakeholders who get maximum benefit. Conducted MATLAB training for government school students in the view of national education policy. All these are very, very important. That is why we planned in that way. Training and felicitation to mathematics teacher in collaboration with Andhra Pradesh Mathematics Forum. This is the one program we have conducted, and we conducted successfully here. conducted 65 programs and 13 district events with the support of school education. So district level, conducted NMD in RSC, in-house activity also we are doing successfully. We are remembering the person, commemoration of the person, and we are paying tributes in the RSC also. So these are the plus clippings of photographs of a MATLAB training program. And this is the training program of mathematics teachers in collaboration of AP Mathematics Forum. And this is an in-house program and a small hit meeting held, and we remembered his contribution, Ramanujan contribution. And next to National Science Day. National Science Day last year, this year is scheduled on 28th, but these are the last year photos. Upcast is planning to following activities on the eve of national activities for school students. These are the last year photos. And Kaushal also, we are part of Kaushal program, which was conducted by Bharati Vijnana Mandali. We are actively participated and sponsored and collaborated with BVM, VIBA, a unit of Bharati Vijnan Mandali. So already conducted and prizes were distributed. So photos of Kaushal activity. And this year, we are not yet reached. So from tomorrow, Saturday, the celebrations of National Science Day will start in APCast. The following programs are scheduled to conduct on the eve of National Science Day celebrations. First one is for school students, webinar on Sir C.V. Raman scientist observation methods. And for school students, webinar on international Nobel laureates. So for school students, activities through district coordinators, quiz, essay writing, poster presentation, electution, and exhibits, experts, talks, etc. For the degree college students, NSD events by GDC Avanigadda Krishna district. For lecturers, workshop jointly with Science City AP. So for general public, AP cast in-house activity at AP cast RSC complex, state event on NSD including TAD crash prizes. Once these completed, we'll go for that. NSD for university students by Krishna University, and proposal received and we already sanction was given. They're going to execute it on 28th. So next prestigious program for the APCast is mathematics kit training for school teachers. We have taken very prestigiously this program, and so we have conducted successfully. So we have mathematical kits and we distributed some mathematical kits to the district headquarters. We distributed, but those were for lying ideal. So once we Corona time, so instead of physical, we conducted an online program, and we tried to train them with the help of this training program, how to use the kit and how many concepts we can demonstrate. We successfully we have done that program. So there is a lot of mathematics phobia in students. So actually, at least to reduce to some extent. So this is our little effort. So to make them to understand the mathematics. These are the press clippings. So Akash conducted online training by using mathematic models on 15 July 2021 to enhance the knowledge of mathematics teachers. Resource person is Sri Paniraja Mohan. He is a very talented person and very systematically he demonstrated. And science campaign, we have taken it as a very science campaign, like practical training on science using science kit. So the following resource person, Lakshman Shuri garu, Masudan Rao garu, so they involved and they demonstrated few science concepts. And these are the some of the press clippings and photographs and celebration of days. So all the celebration of days we have taken very seriously, and the spirit of the day was successfully celebrated, and awareness, sometimes awareness created, and sometimes we have implemented the day celebration. The state event has been organized in RSC 562021. Science City of Andhra Pradesh also associated for this even this year. Plantation was done, and plants were also, saplings were also distributed to the students, and the oath has been administered for the school students. And for departments also, the saplings was distributed, and the plantation was done in APCAST premises. We have beautiful premises of 5 acres land attached to our APCAST. So we tried greenery, and plantation was excellently done in our campus. So in another activity, online quiz has been organized by Regional Science Center Tirupati with the coordination of DC Chittur APCAST. So students have been participated through online. And one seminar was also arranged from pollution control expert from pollution control board, and we enlightened the students the importance of Environment Day, and this is the pledge copy which we were administered. And celebration of International Yoga Day. So health is following the health is wealth. So we systematically conducted Yoga Day celebrations. In point of view of Corona second wave also, the Yoga Day has a lot of prominence that time. And Dr. R. Ranganath, yoga trainer, he demonstrated through online, and we kept the screens, big screens for the students, and they successfully observed, and they were able to do some asanas also. So this is the, on the occasion of this, we released a yoga guidebook mentioning what is the systematic procedure for doing yoga. So the guidebook also distributed to most of the students. So this is the guidebook. So what is the asana and what is the use of that asana? Dhyana and all those we distributed. Yoga, this is the yoga guidebook, and these are some of the photos. Some asanas was done by our the students whoever attended that day. Next, Hiroshima Nagasaki Day. The main aim of organizing this day is to create awareness, especially to students, and to explain adverse effects of nuclear weapons. We created awareness, and competition. We held competitions like essay writing quiz through online mode. An awareness program was also conducted. Srimati T. Kalpalata, Honorable MLC, has participated as chief guest and addressed the gathering. These are some of the photos. And next, World Ozone Day. So it's a very, very important nowadays to know about the importance of World Ozone Day. The awareness program was conducted, and our today's speaker, one of the speaker, Balaji Garu, so project coordinator, and they enlightened the students about this activity, and they created awareness among the students. So this year, due to COVID pandemic situation, poster presentation competition was conducted through online. Certificate and cash awards were given to winners. So this is the webinar was conducted by Balaji Garu, and these are the maximum we got from Visakhapatnam. 757 people were participated. And National Engineers Day. This day we are giving more importance to science, even though we are AB Council of Science and Technology side, we are lagging little bit because of that. So we observed, and we try to compensate somehow, balance between science and technology. Both are interrelated with each other. There is no science, there is no technology. When there is no technology, there is no new methods from science. And that way, we give an equal importance to Engineers Day also. On the occasion of Engineers Day, so organized workshop on emerging technology for students. The following two speakers have delivered their lectures. G.N. Nikhil from B.R. Ambedkar, NIT, Jalandhar, Punjab, Kaushab Mohanty, Department of Chemical Engineer, IIT Guwahati. They discussed latest technologies available, and very impressive lectures they have delivered. So this is the one is the other one prestigious program of APCAST is Sub-Regional Science Center, which is going to construct already under construction, which is located in Rajahmundry, East Godavari, and it's a joint project of GOI and Government of AP. It is almost coming to an end. The construction is coming to an end. The small problems were there because of COVID and local problems, but we are able to solve all the problems, and now it is ready for the inauguration. I'm happy to share this news with all of you. Next, we have conducted number of webinars and to update the knowledge of students. Sometimes we conducted for the students, and sometimes we have conducted for teachers too. So these are the list of webinars we have conducted. So even the COVID pandemic situation, we haven't kept quiet. We try to enlighten the students or teachers with some or other programs, with the proper programs, and we guided them. So these are the list of webinars we have conducted, starting from environment to rainwater harvesting and Internet of Things, mobile technology. We haven't left anything. Almost we have conducted 18 webinars from last 1 year. So some of the photos of webinars conducted during 21-22. So next, encouraging higher education teachers. So meritocracy teachers, we formulate an application for research, for the research and teaching skills. And we awarded 23 awardees were got selected in APSA 2020 from various institutions and various science and technology fields. The Honorable Minister Sri Balneni Srinivas Reddy garu actively participated in awards function. So these are the 23 scientist awardees in Andhra Pradesh from various faculties. So this is the group photo about 23 participants, and our minister, we are felicitating the minister on this occasion. So due to lack of technical knowledge, AP Cast has also conducted the following special programs, because already I told you that we focused more on science, not on technological skills. Now we want to give equal importance to technology also. So that is why coding skills with computers, without computers, for government school students conducted. It was teachers also conducted and students also we have conducted 2 times. So each time almost more than 130 members got the training from this program. So next, MOIs for special training. So we entered into MOIs with various institutes to get for special training, and Makathon in collaboration with JNT Anantapur. So Avishkar with BBM. So, and this is the coding skills which we have conducted 23rd June 2021. Commissioner School Education Chinavera Badrudu participated and he appreciated very well our program. So these are the few visuals, and nearly 400 teachers have been trained. So first phase 24th to 27th, second phase 28th to 29th. So total 5 days training program it was conducted. It's a huge success, and all the teachers are very enlightened by this program. These are the press clippings. And these are the MOIs with reputed institutes. We entered MOIs with CREA Learning for the STEM training, and this is the main actually the national education policy, to cope up with education policy. This type of learning is very much needed. So that is why we thought that the STEM trainings are very much needed, and we entered into CREA people, and they started already started their program. So science and technology and development and application of problem solving and creative thinking. Now we no need to go for these coding skills, all those outside. Our CREA Learning and Research Private Limited will be a pioneer and leader in the space of STEM design, coding and 21st century skills. Will explore and promote STEM design and coding programs for the students of government school to develop 21st century skills. And QAS college is one of the best college. So they have very good labs in robotic labs. So and so we have visited, and 3D printing and special training on robotics we entered into MOE with QIS College, Prakasham district. So we are also planning joint research programs and exchange academic information, joint conferences, just funding proposals to different agencies. So this is a NetCap training on energy sector. Day by day, the energy, the solar energy is getting more and more popular. We thought that better to conduct training programs in energy sector. So we entered entered MOU with the NetCap, and we are actively involving, and we are planning for energy sector trainings. So Hackathon for engineering students. Hackathon main aim is to bring student ideas into realities. So we sponsored and collaborated with Dr. G. Mamata, Jain to Anantapuram on 210-2021, and people actively participated, and a few of them exhibited excellent exhibits, and we are we are very much happy with their participation and their achievements. So, and these are the few photographs of this one. This year also we have Avishkar program. It is like a Technofest, and we are conducting with the collaboration with BVM, Bharati Vignan Mandali. So, which who is our collaborator in Kaushal. So now we plan on 25th of February, preliminary screening was over, and we got these many entries, number of registrations. And the March 4th, we have final screening for this. So next, distribution of medicated saplings, and Andhra Pradesh State Biodiversity Board, we are actively involved in that, participated, and a program officer attended, and he delivered a lecture also. So press clippings for this biodiversity, and a future without plastic. It's a prestigious government program. Essay, we have conducted an essay writing, a future without plastic waste through sustainability and circularity, and we distributed prizes. So to create awareness about the plastic and um, possible alternatives for the plastics. So these are the, only Guntur was not participated. These are the total number of participants list from all the all the districts in Andhra Pradesh. So Krishna, Mr. Yoga Venkat, he got first prize, and these are the details about those details. And photos and press clippings are a future without plastic, and these are the things. Next, we are actively involved in conducting conferences and workshops. So one-day national seminar on Ayurveda for health and wellness we have conducted, and with the help of Loyola College. This is type with Loyola College, 2-day national conference on advances in agriculture and rural development and environment sciences, mushroom cultivations, and traditional training or organic farming. So these are the press clippings. I too attended that program, and a lot of participants attended, and they enlightened with why Ayurveda is important, and they understood the importance of Ayurveda. So next, 2-day national conference on advances in agriculture and rural development and environment sciences. So Andhra Pradesh, you know about that it's a agriculture based state. So the importance of agriculture and some new methods of cultivation, all those were demonstrated in that conferences. Next, mushroom cultivation, 3 days training and program on mushroom cultivation. Actually, in collaboration with Tanistri Mushrooms, Vijayawada, APCAST has sponsored a 3-day regional workshop. A total of 250 members from Krishna district participated in this workshop, and Shivakumari and Jay Chandra acted as resource persons. They explained the importance, procedures, sterilization, harvesting, and marketing of mushrooms. All the officials of the management and faculty members participated, and this program is a huge success. And traditional training on organic farming. You know about nowadays the pesticides are doing a lot of harm to the people. So to have more knowledge about this traditional training like organic farming. So in collaboration with, we have conducted in Chittoor district. So to keep the soil fertility alive, to empower the students on natural farming methods and natural food, to provide the basic communities for production of natural manures, biopesticides, seeds, all those. So these are the some of the students involved in this program. And next, training for tribal students, Eco Eureka project. It is bring out the improvement in the quality of life in tribal areas. So which accelerates Swachh Bharat mission, sanitary coverage, awareness campaign, and cleanliness at school, Anganwadi centers. This was successfully conducted, and this is the few photos of this program and press clippings. And we are encouraging innovative ideas also. So this is the exhibit about the Zero Shadow Day, and some Sri N. Subramaniam was awarded as Andhra Pradesh Scientist Award, Teacher Scientist category for his services, contributions towards to the technology development. He is creating a lot of scientific curiosity among the students. So that is why we awarded him with some prize. And anti-COVID-19 product by using AI, IoT, and ML. So this is some photographs of the technology developed. And vertical farming. So this is the vertical farming using IT, hydroponics, and this is the success, huge success. And we are able to conduct Azadi Ka Amritotsav. This is the 6th Azadi Ka. We are actively involved. We not even missed a single month. Also, so every concept we are celebrating, and we are popularizing science and technology in this way also. So next awareness programs, we have conducted brochure prepared and distributed. And in the time of COVID second wave, you know how disastrous it is. And the brochure was distributed to so many people here, and we created awareness. And we have conducted coping with COVID-19, the way forward. So Dr. Alladi Mohan is very famous, like he's a dean in SWIMS in Tirupati. So he interacted with people, and he clarified so many doubts. That way we helped. And Dr. Manjula Kola, Associate Professor and Head and Food Science, regarding nutrition is also very important, that point of time. So what should after recovering, what the foods they can take, that type of interaction also we created with the help of Dr. Manjula Kola. And all these programs are huge success. And of course, we involved in charity activities also. And we have given food packets, sanitizers, face masks, distribution of foods, and 2 or 3 times we distributed food, and sometimes we distributed buttermilk and water packets also. So next we are planning to our future focus is on to conduct Technofest for engineering students more vigorously, to encourage women-centric programs for the women who got break in their career, sponsorship fellowships to encourage research scholars, biotechnology training in collaboration with the AMTJ at Visakhapatnam, technician training on solar panel maintenance, artisan trainings using proper technology. All these we are going to concentrate this year, next financial year, we are going to concentrate on these programs. Thank you very much for your attention. And thank you, one and all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much for your long presentation on APCAST activities. You have elaborated all the activities we have conducted so far the last 1 year. Now I request Sri K. Balaram, Regional Manager, Augusta International Foundation for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. He has 23 years experience in Augusta International Foundation. He won 2020 Science Seva Ratna Awards in his career. He is directly interacted with more than 5 lakh students for spark curiosity in students' community. So, with this information, I now request Sri K. Balaram Garu to give a presentation on science activities, what they have done in people of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Over to you, Balaram Garu. Please.
Hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So it is visible now. Screen is sharing now.
Yeah. It is visible and audible also.
Thank you so much, sir. Very good afternoon, one and all. I'm feeling this is a privilege to me to be here on the occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The AP State Council of Science and Technology and Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. వీళ్ళు ఇద్దరూ కూడా సంయుక్తంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి నేను అగస్త్య ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఫౌండేషన్ నుండి రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ముఖ్యంగా మన తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలను నేను చూసుకుంటున్నాను ఆపరేషన్స్. సో ఈ స్లైడ్స్లో మనకు ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్ ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ అండ్ ఆస్క్ మీ, ఆర్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ఆల్సో యూ జస్ట్ రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్ అండ్ ఆస్క్ మీ. ఓకే. అగస్త్య యొక్క ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశాలు ఏమున్నాయి ఏంటి అనేటువంటిది నేను ఒక్కొక్క స్లైడ్గా తీసుకుని వెళ్తూ ఉంటున్నాను. ఇక్కడ మెయిన్ ఏంటంటే మనకు అగస్త్య హలో
can you please continue in English because
okay
other state are also involved in this program.
Okay sir, they're fine.
Please.
Okay sir. So sparking curiosity, nurturing creativity through hands-on science and art education, what Agastya is doing. Agastya mantra is aha haha. You may feel surprised, what is this aha aha? Aha. When we are seeing some aha moment, when we are seeing something new, we will get curious, we will have the curiosity, what is this new thing? Aha. When we are understanding that. And aha moment is when we have the confidence on it and implementing. So entire organizational, the implementation will be aha. This is Agastya mantra. When it is coming to the statistic, each year we are reaching nearly 15 million children and 2,50,000 teachers. Mainly Agastya vision is a world-class creator, innovator, solution seekers and change makers who are human, anchored and connected. The thing is, in the education field, normally children will read, or everyone knows children will read, they will write the examination and pass. We require, our nation require the creators and innovators and solution seekers. Normally people will say that is the problem. If everyone is saying problems, who is going to give the solutions? We have to create ourselves. Our student have to think like that. So we require the solution seekers. Then the mission is spark curiosity, nurture creativity and instill confidence. Earlier the slide I said no, spark curiosity, aha moment, and nurture creativity, aha, and instill confidence in the children, economically disadvantaged children. So mainly we are focusing experimental hands-on learning and art education. For this we have the science centers, mobile labs, lab in a box, teacher trainings, all these things here, the experiential hands-on learning. Peer-to-peer, for the peer-to-peer learning, we are conducting the science fairs, the district level, mandal level, district level, state level and national level also. And not only the science fairs, even in the quiz programs, or earlier we are doing face-to-face. In the pandemic situation, we done the virtual. Even I think last month also, sir also participated in it, the Jignasa. Not only we are not limiting into only up to school students. One more, the science competition what we are trying to do is Anveshna, called Anveshna. The Anveshna program is making the bridge between the engineering students and high school students. Engineering students, they will use their technology, the knowledge, and the government school students, they will come up with ideas. They both will work together and present the exhibit, whatever the innovations they done. And in the peer teaching, children will learn much better than adults saying. Again, teacher education is there. Scalable learning methods and deep caring of environment. Wherever Agastya is there, it can be classroom or the science fair area or the campus, wherever we are caring about the environment. We are not using much plastics or the hygiene part, and whatever is available in the environment only we are using. And the total methodology for the children, especially for the children, and it will be fun and useful and accessible. And next slide, I'm coming to that. Agastya, hello, Agastya values, sir, am I audible? Okay, I hope I am audible. Agastya values where we are focusing is creativity and innovation, quality, commitment, teamwork, caring. This is Agastya values we are following. Agastya vision, as you said earlier, again, the spark curiosity, creativity, instill confidence. So here, I think you may need to observe at least 30 seconds this slide. 30 seconds, you can observe this slide. See, Agastya is not blaming anyone, or we are trying to reach more children with the good methodology. I think you can understand this pyramid. Actually, Agastya is focusing on 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we discussed and others, 80% what we experience, 95% of what we teach. When we are teaching only, we are going to get more. So Agastya is focusing is here. And Agastya implies key behavioral shift is normally in the classrooms, whatever teacher is asking, children will say yes. But here we will encourage, they have to ask why this is happening. For the small example, we can take whatever we can say ribbon or anything we can see. Normally, why blood is in red color means children will tell it is having the hemoglobin, that's why it is red. Suppose a pen is there, is it having hemoglobin? People will say no. Then why it is red? So, see, like that, they have to ask the questions. They have to ask, they have to think like that. Looking to observe, looking to observe. So I don't need to explain about it. Passion to exploring, textbook bound to hands-on, and fear to confidence. This is influence key behavioral shift. Finally, they will get the leadership. So Agastya mission aligns with 21st century skills like, see here, especially the violet and orange only we are focusing. The scientific literacy, ICT literacy, and cultural and civic literacy. This the creativity, communication, collaboration, and the curiosity, again the initiatives, leadership, social and cultural awareness. These things we are focusing, 21st century skills. And normally when we started Augusta International Foundation, we are focusing only on hands-on, the experiments. Now COVID teaches so many things. If schools are not there, again we are in 21st century, how we have to reach more children, we have to use the technology also. So like that, even last month and last before month, December and January, we did the fairs. So one area people means here the children are explaining their exhibits, and nearly 8,000 children from the other schools, because we utilizing the materials whatever is in the school, the projectors and the cell phones, laptops, all these things we are utilizing, we are reaching more children. And nowadays we are providing the laptops or the tabs to the children, and they have loaded with loaded material activity, and they are doing. So digitally also we are involving in the classrooms. So I think Agastya timeline is here. So it was started in 1994. Actually, this is the plan, first concept. Now this is 2022. So to reach this many children, of course, Agastya is working in 21 states in our nation. To reach this stage, nearly 22 years it required. But when like you people are here and collaborating with you and doing such kind of things, definitely we can reach more children. Actually, my senior people, they said in the India, we are reaching very least percentage of children. It can be million or 2 million, that is different. But very least percentage of children we are reaching. We have to try to reach more children. Only Agastya cannot reach all the children at a time, because it is purely non-profit organization. It requires some help. Of course, CSR funds and some of the areas government is supporting. Definitely, we can reach with the methodology, the pedagogy. See here, I can show the Agastya's reached 15 million children, 2,50,000 teachers in 21 states. You can see here, hands-on science teacher training, young instructor leader. Young instructor leader means here, the student itself is the leader. Whoever is there in the classroom, we are giving more training to the student, and he is teaching to the other children. and he is taking the leadership. So that is called young instructor leader. Make your own lab. We will give the materials to the, it can be children or these teachers. They have to create their own lab. The science and innovation fairs, earlier I said, no, like science and innovation fairs we are doing. Ecology, right now we are concentrating only in the campus. We have the campus in the Chittoor district. There only we are concentrating on the ecology. The visual and performing arts also in there. Design thinking, digital learning, gifted learning, gifted children program it is there. I think you may be doing this, I don't know. Everywhere it can be city or urban or rural, wherever, some children will be there like gifted. They are very good in it can be academics or arts. We have to identify and bring them up to the one platform. That is also we are doing, and please, sorry. So the child-centered programs here is activity-based learning, project-based learning, robotics and mechanics, IT training. The special program is peer-to-peer YL, as I said, science fairs. Night school Operation Vasanta. Here I would like to take another 1 minute to share about Operation Vasanta. Because normally we are conducting in the sessions in the daytime. See, the Operation Vasanta, how it came. Why this is operation, something you are doing like a military office like this. It's not like that. See, one day our chairman sir and other people came into the campus in the classroom. They are learning Augusta methodology. We interacted with them. So after learning here, what you are going to do with that? She said, sir, whatever I am learning here, I am going to teach my friends and neighbors. He said, is it right? Is it true? She said, yes. If you have any doubt, anytime you can come. Whenever I am coming here, whatever I am learning here, I am teaching to children. Surprisingly, we did not inform any communication to her, and we visited there. Evening time, she is sitting there in front of their home, and she is teaching for at least 10 to 15 children. We just surprised and asked. When the girl is teaching to other children, they are more curious, they are very free to ask questions. When adults teaching something, children have some hesitation. When the peers is teaching, they are more free to ask anything, whatever they not understood, or they can pose other questions. So at that time we thought, why can't we start such kind of centers? That is called Operation Vasanta. Now we have more than 1,000 Operation Vasanta centers in the nation. Here again, the teacher-centered programs is content-based training, mathematics and science. We have the Ramanujam Park in the campus, Lab in a Box program, IT trainings, model making session, and competition. Model making is a very good interest. Normally, children will be, teachers they are students. They will involve much. Each one teach to other program. Sorry. Again, make your own lab. See, recently we are doing, it can be Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. We are resetting the labs and providing the training of the Augusta methodology, and they have to take. So everywhere Augusta cannot be served. It is not possible. Everywhere Augusta cannot be there. Whatever is possibility is there, Augusta is doing, but the methodology is important. And, and we are trying to train the teachers, and they have to take it forward. And community-centered programs is collaboration with medical and engineering college. Definitely, health awareness, especially in the COVID situation, we brought few doctors and we educated the children regarding the COVID and other hygiene. Voluntary programs we are doing, mothers meeting. So agriculture sessions for the farmers. These are all things we are doing. Okay. I think some slide is missing. Let me come back to this. And the outreach program is Mobile Lab, Science Center, Innovation Bus, Young Institute. Already I spoken with this, not required. So again, teacher training about empower teachers, hands-on methods in teaching, creative multiple effect, online teacher training. So nearly 5,000 teachers per annum we trained. This is non-residential. Residential is we have the capacity of 2,500 per annum for the teachers. And this is a constructivism, 4 days residential training. Make your own lab is 3 to 4 days NCERT syllabus. Constructivism with make your own lab. Again, make your own lab combines TTPs and MYOL. Again, digital outreach here, lab in a tab, mobile lab, web portal. So here lab in a tab, whatever the activities is loaded into the tab, children can directly open the tab and they can take whichever the class 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, which topic they require, which activities they have to do. Here in the lab in a tab they can do. In the mobile app, whatever the children, how many children are participating in the sessions, what is the topic, all these things every day we will upload into the mobile app and web portal is available. Outcome and impact. We have so many impact assessment stories and impact. Here the scientific concepts, leaderships, creative problem solving things, confidence again, curiosity. These are all outcome from the methodology what Augusta is following. And Augusta hands-on classes deliver to the impact. Augusta delivers 11 to 18% of students' annual science class hours. And finally, impact studies confirm value of Augusta calibrated hands-on approach. This both. Here you can see the graph. What is the mobile lab, science center, lab on a bike in 2018-19? This is because after 20 we did not take any of these things till 2019. This is. You can come here. Other outcomes, some solving problems for helping humanity, rural or it can be urban, solving problems for helping family or self, helping scientific individuals like friends, neighbors or anybody. Here is the, see, here majority of 29% is here changing a learning approach. Majorly we are focusing on learning approach. And this 90 change in personal behavior. Only science is not enough. Sorry. Sorry. See, for the children, as you know, they require some values. Definitely, they require the values. So, change in personal behavior, improve their daily routine, more responsibility, the way of living. Way of living also very important. Only science is not enough. All right. I can skip some of the slides. I think time is okay. Okay. Here, see in the national fairs, the children reached this. Roja, Rani and Roja, they awarded the National IRIS Initiative for Research and Innovation in Science. This is conducted by Intel and CII. Every year like this, our children, these are all the government school children, we are guiding, nurturing how they have to think, what they have to do and guiding, then they are reaching these levels. See here, some of the people, whatever they have experience, because I lead the team in 1 year, they even did not have the experience, the train experience, because they did not travel in the train. So such a remote area children having this so much of potentiality, and we are bringing up here, and they went to US on the same for the same competition. It is aha moment. And this guy, I think Varaprasad, completed internship in IISc and biochemistry, became chartered accountant, started in was CA firm. These are all our young instructors, leaders. Roja Jansi, now pursuing PhD in plant pathology. She is the girl here. She is the girl here. Roja, she is the girl here. She won the prize. And teachers will back. Training program created in the interest to know and learn more about science. It inspired me making my students to think scientifically. So whenever they are coming to the training, I cannot say this is proud, but I would like to share with you. Normally, all our teachers, they are very certified, MSc, B.Ed, PhD, all these people will be there. When they are coming to the Augusta teacher training program, okay, what these people are going to say, let us see. The first day, half an hour, 1 hour will over. Then slowly they will involve in the activities. Even the bio break, they won't go. Sir, it is not required now. I will go later. Let me complete this. They will become as children. They will enjoy much. Even the lunch break, even the evening till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they will do the experiments, the activities. Then they enjoy a lot. And this is Augusta's achievement and recognitions. The Harvard and the Stanford Social Innovation, Education, all these things is Augusta achievements and recognitions. Here I would like to say this is sorry, something is happening. Okay, sorry. Member of Prime Minister's National Knowledge Commission, 2008. Augusta founder elected Ashoka Fellow. Member of Karnataka Innovation Council. Member of Karnataka Vision Group of Science and Technology. Member of Central Advisory Board of Education, Government of India. Member of Pradhan Mantri's Innovative Learning Program. Member of Andhra Pradesh School Monitoring Committee also. He is the chairman, Mr. Ramji Raghavan. Media comments, so we cannot go now because it requires more time. And global educators in Augusta. So all over the globe, the people will come and learn, especially in the Chittoor district, whichever we have the campus there, they can do the research also. And support mentors, visitors. This is our lovable Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. I'm always quite happy to see him. So then CNR Rao sir, I think here. Supporters you can see. Swaminathan sir and Smriti Irani and Vijay Raghavan sir, FRS, Kiran Kumar, and here, let me see this. Okay. Yediyurappa, Chief Minister of Karnataka State. And, oh, sorry. These are all supporters. These are some of the people we put here. Not everyone may not be put here. So, these are major partners for the Augusta. And this area, especially, let me come this, okay. Karnataka government is supporting these areas, Karnataka government supporting. And the photographs of dignitaries here. So we have the campus, I think you may see seen there. Sir, if you have any kind of question, please ask me regarding. This is time to at least I can also learn something. If it is in my limits, definitely I can answer, or I will take it to my management. And only one thing is with the Upcast, we are very happy. We are always ready to work with Upcast. We are working. Definitely, we'll next month we'll meet, madam.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. If you have any questions, please come forward. Otherwise, you can. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Balram Garu. So this only webinar, we can't conduct like question answer session, it's not scheduled.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Maybe we'll provide your mail ID to them. If anybody have any queries, they will contact you. Thank you very much for your activities in Andhra Pradesh state and other states in the country. Really, you are doing a lot of contribution towards the science. I am very much happy to know about that. As you said, science is not only important for the children, their way of life, and thinking out of box is very, very important. The innovation thinking that made them more successful. So we have to tell them what is their strength. So that is our teachers' duty, and our institutions like us. We have to guide them. We have to find out their strengths, and we have to encourage their strength. You are doing excellent job all over the country. So applause to you and your team. I'm looking forward to collaborate with you in future. So all our interests are overlapped almost 100%. We can work together. We had very good synergy with the BVM people. So, and we are doing a lot of programs like that. If you come forward, we too involve in your activities. What best we can do, we'll also do from our side. Thank you very much. And we'll move on to next presentation.
Yeah, madam. Yes.
Yeah, please, Yoga.
Now I'll speak about the second speaker biodata. Dr. Nirmala Krishnamurthy. She is, obtained her PhD in chemistry from University of Utah during 2008. Her doctoral dissertation was focused on providing insight into the recognition and repair of oxidized gene lesson by a diverse set of base excision repairs enzymes. Then she carried out her postdoctoral research at Case Western Reserve University in breast cancer chemo prevention. She was a faculty member at the rank of an assistant professor at the Department of Chemistry at Notre Dame College, USA, where she took an interest in chemical education research. Overall, she has 9 years of experience in handling lecture and laboratory courses in general, organic, biochemistry areas at all levels of BSc and MSc curriculum. She joined in the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Isatripati, as a visiting faculty during August 2019. Her current research interests include evaluating effective pedagogical strategies, outcome-based active learning, and STEM education. With this, now I request Nirmala Krishnamurthy garu to brief about your presentation. Please.
Can you see my slides? Can you hear me?
Madam, voice very low.
Volume is low. What you're saying.
Still low.
Can you
Presentation is
hear me now?
visible.
Yeah, screen is visible, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, and the volume is better now.
Little bit better. Can you increase?
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and start the. Yeah. Please let me know if it's moving. Okay. So, a very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Nirmala Krishnamurthy. I'm a faculty at Isatripati in the Department of Chemistry. And I would like to thank all of you for giving me an opportunity to talk about the science communication initiatives that we offer at Isatripati. All right, so what is Isatripati? We are a science and technology institution and a National Institute of Excellence where we use science education and blend it with state-of-the-art research and skill development. So we have various programs. The first is a BS-MS dual degree program that you come in after your 12th standard. We also offer integrated PhD and PhD programs that you do post your BSc, MSc, or BTech. And then we have a postdoctoral program. Our emphasis is on interdisciplinary and applied sciences. So what are the mandates of the outreach programs at Isatripati? We try to disseminate the importance of scientific research and innovation because that's what we do here at ICER. We create a lot of interest in science in neighboring schools and universities, colleges, and we publicize careers in science among students and the general public. We also generate measures for pedagogical methods and for teacher training. So overall, the arcs of what we do at the outreach programs in Isatripati come into four categories: pedagogical curriculum development, faculty and student outreach programs, and finally, our big Science Day celebrations. So, as Mr. Balaraman was talking from the Agastya Foundation is talking about, there is something we need to really think more about our education here. Generally, education is you lecture to the kids, that's pretty much what we call learning. That's been happening for a long, long time. But here at ICER, we believe in a different methodology, in new pedagogical methods of teaching. So we have a Center for Excellence for Technology Enhanced Learning called Pragyan, where we try to give the power back to the learners, which is the students. So this program was started with a collaboration with the Nanyang Tech University in Singapore. And Pragyan tries to do a transition from content-based teaching to outcome-based learning. So what does that even mean? So basically, when we teach something, teach a subject, we are told, teach all of these topics, that's it. That's content-based teaching. But that's not enough. What we try to do is an outcome-based method where we tell, if you do this course, at the end of this course, you will be able to do the following things. So it's not topic based, it's outcome based. You set a series of outcomes and then try to teach the material so that you achieve these outcomes. This is the new pedagogical method. We do flipped classrooms, which means we, instead of just lecturing and the students going and doing assignments at home, we do video content lectures and the students come into class and actually work on the problems. So that is the flipped classroom. We use a lot of cloud learning management systems where all of this material is available to the students online. And now we all do online teaching, but our goal here is to complement face-to-face interactions that we've always done with the online education modules so we can create effective classrooms. And we have active learning where the students are actively learning either with face-to-face with the teachers or as a group with their peers. This encourages positive interdependence. All of this goes into our idea that we need to advance and change how we teach our new generation of students. So, okay, great. We have all of this. How do we use this knowledge that we practice at Isatripati and make sure that it benefits the public and the local people who live around us? So one of the things we do is participate in a program called the Bachelor of Science Blended BSc program. The program is in collaboration with the University of Melbourne, but it actually directly affects colleges around us. So since we are in the Chittoor districts, we work with SV University and the affiliated colleges. So this year, especially after the pandemic, we've started working with PVKN College in Chittoor district. And our goal is this. They have this new blended BSc program where the kids get a degree from the University of Melbourne too, along with the local college. What ICER does is we design their curriculum. We ensure the quality assurance of the program because we are into science and technology here at our institute. We are the right people to ensure that there is a quality to this program. These pictures actually show the MOUs that were signed with University of Melbourne and SV University in Tirupati to introduce this BSc blended program. And I'm actually part of that. So it's an amazing program where we train a bunch of young students to think differently. It's the same BSc degree you think, but the kids are made to think at a different level. It's a very challenging program, and we're looking forward to working with these local colleges. Other than that, we've always had workshops, webinars, and interactive sessions on pedagogical methods of teaching. And because of the pandemic and the fact that we all had to go online, we shifted this to an online mode. In fact, in collaboration with the Indian National Young Academy of Science, or INYAS, we started the pandemic season literally with a virtual teaching session because we understand not many people are equipped to teach online. So when the pandemic started and there were so many school teachers and colleges which were struggling to make the shift, what we tried to do was give them the training so that they can go ahead and manage this online teaching at their institutions. So we had speakers from different areas of science, chemistry, biology, math, so that they could interact with these teachers and tell them how they could handle a class online. It is a challenge, and so we do our best to help reach out to these teachers and make their teaching more effective. So these were the pedagogical programs. Then I would like to talk about the faculty outreach. These are the outreach programs that the faculty at ICER actually do regularly. We organize talks, workshops, we organize webinars. All of this is for teachers as well as students, both at the school level and at the college level. We also organize visits to Isatripati. Of course, this was all pre-pandemic, and this would be for schools and colleges so they can come and visit our institution because we have world-class facilities, especially with science research. And this would give these students an opportunity. And when they see this, they are inspired to take science and pursue science in their own lives. So this would give them this wonderful opportunity. And I know Mr. Balraman spoke a lot about the Agastya Foundation. We do have an outreach program with Agastya Foundation, and we're very proud of that. And I'll speak for a few minutes on that, just give a few highlights. So one of the things we do every year is what we call the Nobel Evening. So as you all know, the Nobel Prizes are awarded every year. And once that is announced, the common man really doesn't understand what this is for. As a science institution, this is kind of our bread and butter. We do this on a regular basis. So what we try to do is have some of our faculty who are experts in that area try to take this, this work that was given the Nobel Prize and try to explain it to the common man. This is usually streamed live so that the public can also have access to it and understand what was this Nobel Prize for. This would inspire an entire generation of students who can finally understand what was this prize for, what were the contributions, and so take them to greater heights. We do this every year, and this is just a flyer of one of those events. I apologize. And then every year we also introduce, have talks, workshops, and webinars. And this year, of course, we had to do a lot of these webinars. So some of these are flyers of the events that we did. And we do two kinds of events. One is what we call the subject enrichment lecture series, in which basically the talks are given by our faculty, but the topics are chosen actually by the school teachers or the college teachers. So usually this comes in as a request. Say once we had from the AP Biological Science Teachers Forum, the Kendriya Vidyalaya school teachers come to us, they give us a list of topics on which they want more information. So then our faculty actually go ahead and talk to these teachers and students about these topics and help them understand that. That is the subject enrichment series. And this is done in physics, chemistry, math, and biology, because those are our major fields. And the science academic lecture workshop focuses on mathematics and is invariably meant for college students and lecturers. Other than that, we also give research talks because all the faculty here at Isatripati are involved in research. Our main theme is research and education. So obviously, our faculty go around and talk about the research that they do at various colleges and schools. And this is some of the images from our faculty outreach programs. The one at the top was our Dean of Faculty. The one below was a chemistry professor who was also the Dean of Academics. And beyond that, before the pandemic, we would actually go to these schools and colleges. So as you can see in the picture, that's a lot of our faculty going to local government schools to try to talk to the students. And this is also done in the local language. Now, ICER is a very heterogeneous institution. Most of us don't speak the local language, but we have faculty in every field, some of them who speak Telugu. So we use that and we ask these faculty, they go ahead and talk to the local government schools to ensure, even if it's not English that they understand, they ensure that this can be delivered in Telugu so the local students actually benefit. And this is a great opportunity for them to understand science. I do this on a regular basis. And these are more pictures from such events at government schools and colleges. We also organize visits to Isatripati. This is when the students come in and see our labs, our facilities. They listen to special lectures. They sometimes even perform at our institute, their special, what they have learned and things like that. So we encourage these visits from school students and college students so that they get to experience the world-class research that we have here. And I promised a little bit on the Agastya Foundation. And so we have an outreach program with the Agastya Foundation where we meet the stars from the Navodaya schools, and we organized a seminar for them on science, math, and the world around you. This was in the age group of 14 to 16, and the faculty from ISER talked about their own experiences in science and math and who inspired them. How did they become who they are today? So this was to encourage the young students to pursue science in the future. We also had a workshop for these students, and the idea was to increase the awareness of interdisciplinary sciences, research methods, publication practices among the students. They also interacted with a team of our Isatripati students who won an international competition in synthetic biology so they could understand how you actually conduct research. Instead of all the talk, these kids actually get to see what is being done. And for several months during the pandemic, the faculty from various departments at ISER engaged in a workshop series with the gifted children that Mr. Balam was talking about from the Agastya Foundation. So the school children are drawn from all over the country, and this is under the leadership of the Agastya Foundation. What we provide is the workshop itself. So we provide them innovation and research directions in biology, math, and physics. This went on since last September until March of this year with the December break. And every week, a bunch of faculty would meet with these students in groups of 5 or 10, and they would discuss ideas. And at the end of the sessions, they would all meet together and see what the big picture is. Okay? So this was a very intensive program for these gifted children because they are capable of this. They can handle this, and this is what they need to be inspired. So with that, I'll move on to the Science Day celebrations. As Aparna Garu was talking about in the beginning, the Science Day celebrations are a big deal. And one of the things that we do as a science institute is to make sure that we do outreach activities for our Science Day celebrations. So before the pandemic, when we would celebrate Science Day, we would usually have popular science talks by eminent scientists. There will be lots of science demonstrations. The hallways at Isatripati are filled with demonstrations, and several local schools and colleges come in, watch, visit, and participate in these activities because we usually have a mega science quiz and several activities that they can participate in. This is some of the pictures from one of those events. In 2020, we had the Women in Science as the theme. So as you can see, there was a special lecture series in the left, and on the right, there was a special lecture on the Women in Science itself. These are student demonstrations that Isatripati students organized for Science Day. They cover chemistry, as you can see with the yellow uh, elephant thing up here, foam here, and there's ecology on the left, there's biology at the bottom, there's physics in between, and the one at the bottom is actually chemistry again with liquid nitrogen. If you put flower petals in liquid nitrogen, they literally crack. The petals become so hard, they will crack. So that was a fun experiment for the students to come in and watch. And these are being demonstrated by the students of Isatripati. And 2 years ago, we also had this very special event called the Escape Room. For those of you who are not familiar with an escape room, it is a game in which you have to enter a room, and to move on to the next room, you have to solve a puzzle. If you lose the puzzle, if you fail in it, you are kicked out of the game. But if you solve the puzzle, you go to the next room and on to the next room until you finish all the rooms, and then the person who finishes first is the winner. So we have a course here at Isatripati that I actually teach called on forensic sciences. And the students from that class actually designed an escape room activity based on forensic science. So there's an imaginary crime scene and people have to come and solve the crime. We had different crime scene situations, then teams of 2 or 3 people would go and try to solve the crime. So this is fingerprint analysis, there's blood analysis, you have to pick up little trace evidence, all of that. I was amazingly popular, as you can imagine, because it combines science with something that we all love, solving crime. Who doesn't like to watch a good crime show? So this was a fun activity that we organized that day. And during this, lots of students come in and visit us on Science Day usually. This is from a college in Coimbatore. They traveled all the way to visit us and be part of our Science Day celebration. Once we went online, last year we did the virtual Science Day, and I'm sure you can recognize the person at the top screen. He's Mr. Ramji, who's from the Augusta Foundation. And he was one of our eminent speakers for that day. So we organized a virtual talk, and then we had a virtual science fair, which was open to students from all over the country. So we opened a participation from both high school and college students, and the kids had to, they were given topics and they had to present a solution to that problem. We had more than 100 people who eventually managed to participate with this with some brilliant ideas. Then we had a bunch of judges who brought it down to 20 people who came and presented online their ideas for solving these problems. And they were given cash prizes for that. It was a very successful virtual fair. Again, this year we are doing a series of events this weekend. Not this kind of fair because we're trying to do something else this year, but there's a series of competitions and shows that's open for schools and colleges. The last thing I want to talk about is our student outreach program. These are the outreach programs that our students participate in and ensure success. The biggest one tends to be our student club called Unnati, which does an educational outreach to local government schools. This they do by having interactive sessions with the students of the government schools, by science demonstrations, fun activities. But besides science also, they help these kids by training them in English speaking skills and computer skills. Unnati does a lot. Even through the pandemic, they've stayed in touch with the students. They are very, very connected to the local government schools and villages out there, and they contribute a lot to our society. We also have what we call a citizen science outreach program, where this is with our environmental club, the Prakriti Club, and they encourage students and the public to participate in what they call the Great Backyard Bird Count. It actually happened last week, where people literally go, they download an app and you can go and start counting the birds. In fact, the area around Isatripati invariably leads on a national scale the number of birds that we count. So it's kind of involving the general public, especially younger students. The Citizen Science Project also trains school teachers to understand what is biodiversity. They arrange talks and workshops, and they do training for forest officers. I'll show you a couple of pictures from their events. As you can see, they have talks. The one on the left panel is where the students are counting the birds. The one below is where teachers are learning how to use the app. And the one on the bottom right is actually our forest officers who are being trained to understand biodiversity in Andhra Pradesh. And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Raja Bandi, who is our citizen science coordinator at Isatripati. And we owe a lot to him because he participates in all of this. He helps our students organize these events. And finally, during the lockdown, we had a lot of online sessions called Ideathon. This was mainly for technological innovations. We had lockdown labs where the students had to participate and solve a biological problem literally online. We also held a national science quiz. This was open to all colleges around the country called Abhipregna. And we organized webinars and workshops. All of this was done by the various student clubs at Isatripati. There is a chemistry club, there's a biology club, there's a physics club, there's a math club. They all take turns to do these programs. And there is a competition called iGEM, and I promised you I'll talk about this. It's called the International Genetically Engineered Machine. It's a worldwide synthetic biology competition organized by an agency in the US, and it usually 60 countries participate in this. So the last 3 years, Isatripati has participated, and we have won the gold medal on 3 occasions. So those are pictures from those events. Now, why am I talking about that? Because even though the problem is a synthetic biology problem, as part of it, they do a public outreach program. So every year, the students who participate in this iGEM program do webinars, do surveys, do workshops, trying to encourage and shine a light on these biological problems to the general public. That is part of their agenda, and they're hugely successful. They do it online. When before the pandemic, they would actually go out and canvas and talk to people. So this way, the public also gets to hear about the science that is being done in such institutions. So with that, I would like to thank the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, as well as the Andhra Pradesh State Council of Science and Technology for giving me an opportunity to talk about all the things that we do at Isatripati. I also want to thank Aparna Garu and Rao Garu for giving me an opportunity to speak. And finally, a big shout out to all the student staff and faculty at Isatripati who do all of these programs. We are building a new campus. For those of you not familiar, we are in our transit campus. Our main campus is coming at Erpede. Only a section of it is open. So this is our main campus. So I invite you, and this is a view of the probably the biggest, this is just an undergraduate lab that you see here. And it's probably the biggest one we have, I think, in the country. It's exclusively for laboratory sessions for undergraduate students. And we are building this campus. And once all the pandemic is done, I would like to invite you guys. And I'm very grateful to the council for giving me an opportunity. And I hope we can participate and work together on reaching out and taking science to the common man. Thank you, sir.
So thank you very much, Nirmala Krishnamurthy Garu, for your involvement in our Azadika Amrit Mahotsav and explaining ISAR activities to full extent. Thank you very much. You haven't left even a single option. What is to popularize science? You explored all the options and you are implementing very successfully. Almost there is a lot of comparison between your activities and our activities also. What I observed from your presentation, maybe we can we look forward to have Augusta Foundation, yourself, and ISER and Upcast and RSC Tirupati. We can form a circuit and we can go more into public and we can do a lot of popularization and communication about the scientists. I too agree with you about the inspiration. A lot of inspiration will come from Nobel laureate lectures on Nobel laureate inventions, and sometimes they'll get inspiration. Maybe they may not reach to that level. Maybe they reach that level. Some may get inspiration and they work. So that is why for our National Science Day celebrations also, we planned for one lecture on C.V. Raman and 4 lectures on like inspirational, like Talvas Edison and other 4 Nobel laureate lectures to inspire the students, especially. Practically, I like biodata of the eminent personalities. Definitely, there are a lot of learning things from their biographies. So at least sometimes if we can give those, if they exposed to those type of biographies or biodatas, so they will have a lot of exposure and inspiration. So really, you haven't, I'm really, your outcome-based education program, how you are successfully implementing and how you are having synergy with the schools and other institutes. Really appreciate your efforts. And you are really, and in fact, your campus is also very beautiful. And definitely, I'll try to visit Tirupati. I am also, most of my education was done in SU University, Tirupati. I'm alumni of SU University, Tirupati. So I have a lot of attachment towards the Tirupati. This time, definitely, when I visit Tirupati, I'll visit ISER too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot from our side, Upcast side, and DST. On behalf of DST, I'm thank you very much, and we involve more activities in future. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now we'll go to next speaker. He is Mr. MMK Balaji, working as a project coordinator, Regional Science Center. Is a part of the National Council for Science Museums, situated at Alipiri, Tirupati. It is a very prominent and pilgrimage center. Before his presentation, I would like to have his qualifications and experience. He completed his post-graduation in MSc Physics from FC University, Tirupati during 2005 and completed MS in Science Communication from BITS Pilani during 2031. So his professional experience is He worked as a physics 2005 at the Sri Brahmaramba Degree College, Sri and then lecturer physics from 2008 to 2009 Oxford Sri He did more than 10 scientific courses for the students of other courses. Then joined as curator in Science Museum, Government of India, 2009 October. So attended a European Science Center conferences 2009 and 2016 in Italy. He attended national level to international on exhibit development held at National for Science Calcutta. He presented papers on topic tabletop science exhibits, that is not kits, and demonstrations national workshop at 2000, I think, at National for Science Calcutta, for which also attended International Arts Olympics, Olympiad team leader in China, Romania, the years 2018 and 20. He developed a nearly 300 exhibits, themes of atmosphere, unconventional and science. He early as a project board and Bhopal also heading the exhibit development laboratory from 2009 to so the member Indian Science Congress Association Calcutta. So now I request to MMK Balaji to present his activities for the science, especially for the science and science through their RSC. Or to please.
Good evening to all. Is my screen visible?
Sir, screen is visible. Why, sir?
Okay. My voice is also clear, I think.
Yeah, why clear? No?
Okay. So good evening to all who are part of this science popularization program. And first of all, thanks to the member secretary APCOST for giving me this opportunity and the team, and also the other speakers and who are part of this program. So like earlier speaker from ISER and from Agastya Foundation has spoken about the science communication and popularization.
Balaji, your videos, yes, now it is okay. Yes, right.
So about their activities and their style of working and what are the various activities they are doing. And we are also in the same fashion. We work in same fashion, but we cover more wider areas. And in fact, our infrastructure and the facilities what we have will reach more public. So we'll go in detail into it. And before going into what is science popularization and what is science communication, I'll simply say two words about what is science and what is technology. Science is nothing but knowing the things around us. That is the nature tells us everything. But only thing is we have to understand how it is happening and why it is happening. That is nothing but our science. And if you apply that science to do something or to make something or some machinery or some tool, it is nothing but the technology. So these both are interrelated. Without science, you cannot do any technology or you cannot invent technology. And if there is no science, technology is not possible. Now we'll come to the popularization of science. Actually, the scientific awareness and scientific approach is the key process of development for any nation or society. Here, this scientific awareness, why it is important? Because maybe post independence, the situation or the education level of most of the people in India was very poor. And even there were only few scientific institutions and scientists they were working in the field of science, but that time most of the people, I can say 99% of the people, they don't have access to the science activities, and what they don't know what is science. And maybe a few scientific organizations like Indian Association for Cultivation of Science and some institutions in Kolkata and some institutions in somewhere in Tamil Nadu or Gujarat, they were working for science. So to increase the scientific awareness, eh, the government of India has introduced the 5-year plan, and in the second and third 5-year plans, they focused on the scientific development. And after that, the awareness, they highlighted or they know that the scientific awareness is very important. And how to achieve it? It requires constant efforts to create awareness on science and technology issues and enhance public understanding and appreciation of science and technology as well, to develop scientific temper in the society. So it is not that in one day or in 1 month or in 1 year we can achieve this scientific awareness. It needs a lot of efforts, and people needs to be educated, whether it is a formal type or informal or non-formal education. But the scientific temper to be stimulated in public so that they know what is the importance of science and technology. And for that, who are the main persons? Is the scientists, because scientists normally they propose some theory or they discover something, they invent something, but it should not be limited to 4 walls or a laboratory. It should go to the public, and there should be a mechanism to do this process. And it's not that we'll build a factory so that science will grow there and science will be developed there. It's not like that. There should be a process, and for that process we should have human imagination. Means even the any scientist also, before going to or before start his research or whatever, he should have an imagination and he should have creativity, and that creativity he should bring it to originality so that a concept or a law or a theory will be formed. And this science popularization depends on cooperation and people testing each other's work on, and on people taking notice of each other. Because when there is cooperation between people or between organizations or between scientists, then only it spreads to many people. This part was actually lagging during 1950s and 60s. Thereafter, the government of India has set up a task force, and that task force has submitted its report. And after the submission of the task force report, government of India has thought that in India also, like we have heard about some museums in abroad, like Smithsonian. It's the first museum which was started interactive exhibits, interactive science exhibits. So this interactive science exhibition, normally we read science through books, because that time books was the only source to know about what is science. But Smithsonian has stepped into one more height by doing small experiments or by constructing small exhibits, that by interacting with that particular exhibit, they know actually what is science and why this is happening and how this is happening. And with the inspiration from the Smithsonian, the government of India has set up some museums, 2 museums initially. The first museum set up, the Science Museum, I'm telling, the first museum which was set up in India was Birla Industrial and Technological Museum, which is in Kolkata. And the museum is now also it is open for the public, and it has a lot of collection of the industrial and technological advancements during that time. So the Birla Industrial and Technological Museum was the first science museum in India. And then the second museum came up in Bangalore, that is Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum. And these 2 museums has set up a benchmark to induce the scientific temper among the public, because till that time, before that, up to maybe you can say up to 1962 or 1965, people don't know about how a steam engine works or how a steam locomotive works. So all these are unknown to them. So when these museums were opened up, people went there and they came to know how these industrial equipment, how they functions and what is the science behind that. And after that, to start the scientific temper among the people, the task force which has submitted his report in 1978, Government of India under the Society Act formed this National Council of Science Museums, and they clubbed this Visvesvaraya as well as this Birla Industrial and Technological Museum into NCSM. And when NCSM is formed, it started expanding his wings. So slowly we have started building other science centers all over India. See, this is our NCSM nationwide map. You see, now we are running with 25 science centers all over India, and we have our central headquarters at Kolkata, and we have 4 zonal headquarters at Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, and Kolkata. These zonal headquarters are again divided into, means like under the national level zone, there are other some small level centers are also there. Like we have divided, subcategorized those level centers into regional level as well as district level. Like here, the center which is located in Tirupati is called as a Regional Science Center Tirupati, means it covers the entire state of AP and Telangana. So this center covers the activities, all the activities in AP and Telangana, and also in Tamil Nadu, in Tirunelveli, we have one more science center. It's a district level science center where it covers the entire Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Likewise, we have centers in Karnataka, we have centers in Maharashtra. So the science center network spread all over India. And under our chain, as of now, we have 25 science centers, and we have constructed and handed over more than 50 science centers to respective state governments or respective trusts in the state governments. Of course, the centers which is in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, like Warangal and Vijayawada Science Center. Now the upcoming Rajahmundry Science Center is also being constructed by NCSM, National Council of Science Museums. So when NCSM was formed, it has formed with some objectives. What are the main objectives? It is, first thing is to enhance the public awareness on the importance of science and technology. So people should know what is the importance of science and technology through its variety of activities. And also, every day we used to see a lot of developments in science and technology. Every day new advances, new adventures, new technologies will come. But how people will know? Through science centers, to convey the excitement of advances in science and technology to the younger generation. Means it's not that when the museum started in 1978, the same display we are having, like the traditional no touch museums. Actually, normally people have it in mind that museums, like if I take an example of Salarjung Museum, there everything, whatever is displayed, you can see that, but you cannot touch it, and you can't see, you cannot experience what is there. But when the science center movement came into India, we opened the gates that you have to touch the exhibit, you have to interact with the exhibit so that you know what is behind, what is the science behind that. And also, it's not that normally when we talk about science and technology, people think that it is only for the students and it's not for the common man. But NCSM uh, takes this responsibility that the scientific temper needs for common man also, because when there was a situation where these babas or these superstitions were dominated in some parts of the society, because of these myths and other things, people used to believe or go behind these babas that something is going to happen. Say for example, when an norial or the coconut is burnt suddenly, so something is there in you to remove that. I have to do some pujas, or you have to do some favor to me. So these kind of myths are plenty, even as of now also in some of the villages people believe these kind of myths and superstitions. So to eradicate all these myths and superstitions, we take the responsibility that common man should also know the science behind these activities, like how all of a sudden when you cut a lemon into two pieces, how you see red color. There is a science behind it. And without blood, how you can cut your hand, there is a science behind it. And how a coconut can be burnt instantly without the help of fire. So all these things are nothing but the science. And you can bring some vibhuti and bhasma from your fingers. So everything involves science. And only by knowing these simple science tricks, these babas will mischief people and they will get benefits. So this, we thought, no, that scientific temple should be reached to common man also. And then to increase the capacity of community for informed decision making. Here, it's not that we only do the programs, but we involve public also, and we involve people to be part of our decision making capacity. And then we take inputs from them and we do the science popularization. And in this process, as I have already explained, to eradicate and to literate people about the myths and misbeliefs and superstitions, we do a lot of programs, and we do programs for all sections of the society. It's not that we have limited to only school or college. We do programs for all sections. So this is not required. So all science centers, when we make exhibits and when we fabricate exhibits, we follow this, because it's a famous Chinese proverb: I read, I forget, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. So our main principle is the third line. They have to do, they have to interact with the exhibit, then only they will understand what is the science behind that particular exhibit. Like in all over NCSM network, as of now, we have more than 5,000 exhibits on various science principles. And all these exhibits are more interactive, and when public interacts with that particular exhibit, they will come to know what is the science behind it. And in simple, I'll explain, like we have three type of education system in our day-to-day life, or particularly say in India. Like we have schools, colleges, and universities. So they have a planned curriculum, they have specific timings, and they have qualified teachers, and they involve some activities inside the classroom, and we have to follow some discipline, we have to follow timings, and all these setup we can categorize as a formal education. And this normally goes in schools, colleges, and universities. Then we come to informal education, and this informal education is nothing but what we learn from our parents and our well-wishers. And it's like our daily life and practices from our neighbors. Maybe you say how to respect others and how to behave at your home, or how to behave in society. So all these things are also important in our life. So these comes under informal education. And the third type is the non-formal education, and where the science centers play an important role. And here we combine the above two disciplines, because here also we have a particular theme, like we fabricate exhibits on particular themes, and but we don't limit any boundaries. Anyone can come, anyone can interact, and they can enjoy the science. As well as this informal thing means, like we cover the other issues, like as I told, it's not that only we cover the school curriculum only. We go to the housewives and we do programs for them. We go to the senior citizens, we do some programs for them. So like this non-formal education main centers, like we come under this category, science centers. And in fact, the public libraries, newspapers, internet, etc. So they don't have any boundaries and they don't have any particular theme or curriculum. So this science centers come under this non-formal setup of education. And all our exhibits which we built in our science centers or will follow this mainly this eyes on. First, they should look at the exhibit and then hands on. Means when they try to interact with that particular exhibit, they have to interact with the hands. That maybe either they have to press the switch, they have to pull the lever, or they have to lift something, and then they think. So once they press the switch, something will happen. So they will observe, means automatically their mind will get on. So what is happening there? Maybe it can be a multimedia video, or maybe it can be a lever lifting something, or so these kind of these are the steps. When a visitor come in front of an exhibit, he will follow, and then finally he will come to know what is the science behind that through his emotion or the his memory. Now this virtual word, why I have added, because after the pandemic situation we have to approach people through virtually also. So this interaction, even in fact we have some of our centers, they have developed these virtual exhibits so that they can download the app of that particular museum and they can interact virtually with the exhibit also. So we are reaching to public both physically as well as virtually. And this is our view of Regional Science Center, which is located at the foothills of Sheshachala, the great Tirumala temple. And the center was inaugurated in the year 1993, 23rd September, by the then President of India, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, in presence of Governor Dr. Krishnakant, and then Sri Kotla Vijayabhaskar Reddy, the Chief Minister of that time. And we are in the service of the nation for the past 28 years, and now we are into the 29th year. And what are the galleries we have in our science centers? Mainly, we have Popular Science Gallery, and here in this Popular Science Gallery, mainly we cover the basic sciences. Basic sciences means normally we say some experiments or some topics about electricity, magnetism, and light, optics. So this Popular Science Gallery covers some basic science things. And we have our universe gallery, which covers the entire journey of our universe from right from the Big Bang to the till date. Means what are the various stages happened, or what are the developments during the entire journey of 4.8 billion years. And then we have an gallery on non-conventional energy sources, and this gallery covers the non-conventional energy sources like the solar energy, wind energy, and the advanced like geothermal energy we have, and even the how we are using the hydrogen as fuel and fuel cells. So a lot of upcoming technologies, and already like we are using the solar as well as we are using the wind energy, and we are using the geothermal energy. So these all these energies, and like how many states we are what are the states are advancing in these particular technologies have been covered in this particular gallery. And then we have a gallery on illusion, which covers the optical illusion section. And then we have gallery on our senses, like we know our five senses, about our five senses, the touch as well as the vision and the hearing. And so about these five senses, how they works, all these factors or all these parameters have been covered in this our senses gallery. And emerging technology is another section where the upcoming technologies in the various fields of information technology, medical technology, and communication sector in space technology have been covered. And we have Science Park, which is spread over 12 acres of land, Park 1 and Park 2, and then Prehistoric Life Park, which is a fantastic life park having the life containing the prehistoric animals. So we are having near about 35 prehistoric animals, and some of them are pneumatically moved, so they can move their, they can open their mouth, they can move their head left, right. So people really enjoy by seeing the movement of these prehistoric animals. And then we have a life science corners where uh, we have some rabbit corner as well as the pigeon section. And then we have a herbal garden to highlight the importance of various herbals we use in day-to-day life. We have a hydroponics corner also to tell people about the advantages of soilless farming, and this technology can be adopted in their balconies and rooftops also. And we have other facilities like 3D science show, planetarium, innovation space, activity area where we conduct a lot of activities for the teachers and students. And we have a 300 capacity auditorium, and we used to conduct our various programs, lectures and webinars in this auditorium, and we have a small conference hall and computer lab. So we conduct various activities for multiple people, and these are our core activities. We conduct sky observation programs. We know that sky is a fantastic phenomenon to watch, and India has great heritage of sky observation and data of viewing the sky. We have great astronomers like Aryabhatta, Varahamihir, and many more astronomers we have in ancient as well as in current times. So with our equipped 14-inch Celestron telescope, we do sky observation programs during evenings and even on special occasions like solar eclipse and lunar eclipse and conjunctions. And we organize popular science lectures on current topics, current topics in the sense, say for example, now we are in the pandemic situation, and maybe to educate people about the COVID-19 pandemic and what are the preventionary measures we have to take, we organize such lectures. And even on Nobel laureates, means on what topics the and what research they have won the Nobel prizes, and to know that what are the what efforts they have put to get into that particular research that leads to won the Nobel Prize. And then we do commemorative programs like at present we are into the National Science Week, which we observe to commemorate the National Science Day, as well as we observe National um, like Earth Day we observe, Water Day we observe. So year-long activities like near about 30 commemorative programs we observe. And then collaborative programs, we have institutions collaborate with this. I can say APCOST is our main collaborator, and along with that, the Rotary Club, Lions Club, even many institutions in AP, they collaborate with us for conducting and giving prizes during our programs. And we do science demonstrations, as I told. These science demonstrations are mainly to eradicate the myths and superstitions among the public and to educate them about science. And we do a lot of creative science workshops for students on various topics like physics, chemistry, astronomy, even biology, biotechnology. And we do quiz contests, we do workshops on aero modeling and astronomy camps, astronomy Olympiad programs, and we do science seminars, science fairs. Of course, science fairs for the past 2 years we are not doing due to COVID pandemic. And we do a lot of computer awareness programs for teachers, homemakers, and senior citizens. And the teacher training program is mainly on the hands-on teaching aid development for the teachers on school curriculum. And here we use low-cost materials using the tools and materials available in Science Center to make the kits. Other than this, we do temporary exhibitions, and we have now an exhibition on 75 years of India's independence, development of science and technologies, developments in science and technology. And we do outreach programs like on request from the schools, we go to the schools and we do programs over there. And our core program in this setup is mobile science exhibition. We have two mobile science exhibitions. One is called Nagarjuna, another one is Aryabhatta. So these two mobile science exhibitions, they visit the rural places, because this mobile science exhibition is mainly aimed for the people who are unable to, doesn't have access to any kind of transport or any means to reach science center. We go to them. We do conduct programs over there. We stay our bus. We station our bus there for 3 days, and we cover all the schools and nearby areas within the 3 days, and we'll move to the next site. And we do programs for the underprivileged. And this was the initiative of Government of India. Here, under this underprivileged program, we support all the schools to come to science center. Means we fund them. So whatever the transport conveyance charges, and we invite them to science center. We supply them kits and we supply them snacks and lunch at our own cost, and we'll have a day-long program, day-long activities for them. And we do nature camps in science center as well as in zoo park. And Swachhata Pakwada, of course, we all know it was the initiative of Government of India. And we do community programs for the awareness of the community. Like we do programs for AIDS awareness program. We do programs for even COVID awareness programs. We do programs for community awareness programs, so that people should aware that about that particular issue or problem. So our major achievements, I can say, till now, this is the data for Regional Science Center. Like till now, we have reached more than 35 lakh people in these 28 years, both online and offline. Of course, online is for the past 2 years. Remaining data is for online, and covered about 3 lakh teachers all over India. And we have covered more than 400 villages in 23 districts of both AP and Telangana. And at RSCT, we have an exhibit bank of 400 exhibit. And actually, this 2 years back, before the pandemic situation, we started a new concept of adopting schools. And this school adoption program, with the help of the Commissioner, Municipal Corporation of Tirupati, we have adopted 5 municipal schools in Tirupati, and we are doing programs for them in science popularization. And we also introduced this volunteer program. This volunteer program is for college students, like college students during their free hours, without disturbing their school curriculum or college curriculum. Maybe during their vacation season or Saturday, Sunday, they can come to Science Center and they can explain the exhibits to the visitors. So we call it as a volunteer program. They can use their communication skills and they can develop their scientific knowledge by demonstrating the science to the public. So with some of the pictures I'll show, like I was talking about the underprivileged program. These are the some of the students who have been called to Science Center, and we have supplied them with some kits. And this was our new addition, HP-232 aircraft, which was donated by the Indian Air Force. Like some of the pictures of the nature camp which we have organized recently. And this is the glimpse of our prehistoric life park. And all these the coming photographs are about our various activities. Like the first one is our innovation festival, and this exhibition is about the pulses, which was developed during the international era of pulses, which was observed in 2015. And then we have workshop for students, and the Swachhata Pakwada, which was being done by the students as well as our staff members. And recently RSCT has completed it 25 years, and to mark that, we have developed an exhibition, a Silver Jubilee exhibition. And the Honorable MLA of Tirupati, Madam, has come and inaugurated that exhibition. And then yesterday, we have inaugurated one exhibition, like I was discussing about India's independence and its achievements during the 75 years. And We have Dr. K.N. Ganesh, who is the director of ICER. He has inaugurated this exhibition in presence of other dignitaries. Like this is one of the photo of the teacher training program, which we organize regularly for the school teachers, both government as well as private teachers. And the astronomy education, like we have daytime, like Bapu under this Bapu Kagol Mela program, students are observing the shadow of the sun during the daytime observation. And we have computer training program for the students. This mobile science exhibition, as I have already informed, that this is our rural development program in science popularization. This was one of the site in like NRNP Municipal High School, Chirala. So in this site, when our bus was, so we do variety of activities. It's not that only we'll place the bus containing 24 exhibits. We also do science demonstrations and science sky observation programs over there. And we organize summer camps during the summer vacations as well as Sankranti vacations to engage the students on various science activities like these community programs. We do programs for to commemorate the Women's Day as well as Earth Day. Like I told, we do programs, awareness programs. Like this was the rally conducted during the December 1st AIDS Awareness Week. And to update with the upcoming or developed technologies also, we do workshops on Arduino as well as Raspberry Pi. And we do support other institutions also, like this was the program organized at KL University as a part of our outreach activity. And this is one of the photo that during an open house quiz, students are eager to answer the questions posed by the quiz master. And even we cover the physically and mentally challenged people also. We invite them, we do programs for them, and we conduct activities. These are some glimpses of the paper clippings. Yeah, our another attraction which was added in 2016, that is Innovation and Space Exposition Hall. That is nothing but the planetarium. So under this innovation space, I'll skip this. So under this innovation space, the main purpose of creating this innovation space is to engage people in creative thinking, doing things differently, identifying problems and solving the solutions for them, and developing their own skills. And innovation is nothing but improving the performance of a project, process, efficiency, or finding an economically cheap solution. So like technology never stops because it's a continuous process. So when you think differently, then only innovations are possible. So we have a membership program for this innovation space. And I'm proud to say that our members have filed 2 patents under this program. Of course, here I have not mentioned. So 2 patents have been filed from the innovation space of RSC Tirupati, and those 2 patents are awarded for. One is for multi-purpose agricultural farming vehicle, and then another one is the electric e-cycle, e-bicycle, and the inventor name is Afzal, Sheikh Afzal. He is a local person from Tirupati only. He owned 2 patents, and now he has he has started his own company of producing e-cycles, and he is a startup company owner now. So like that, innovation space is providing a lot of opportunities to the younger generation. And even as of now, we have more than 200 innovation space members, and they come on their free time and they will do the innovation activities under the guidance of our staff members. So I'll finish it with these words. It's nothing but how we are working and how we are popularizing the science, and how the science museums and science centers are playing an important role in the society. And before going to the thank you, I'll show one small video about regional science center, and then I'll come end my show. I think the video is visible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So these are our prehistoric life park animals. This is our innovation space, students doing some activities. It has 6 different types of labs. This is our science park. This is our universe gallery and illusion gallery. These are our senses gallery. These are emerging technology gallery. Your popular science gallery. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you one and all.
So thank you very much, Balaji Garu, for participating in this prestigious Azadi Amritotsav program. I really appreciate your efforts to reach to the public with various types of programs. I personally visited a regional science center. I came to know how systematically you are organizing and you are maintaining the regional science center. Really lucky. Lord Balaji blessings are there for you. That is why we are successfully running, and a lot of effort from your side, all the members of Regional Science Center. I want to appreciate all the exhibits are well organized and the concept wise. So once the visitors visit your Regional Science Center, they will go out with a lot of knowledge. Really, I had that experience. I too visited, and and reaching outreach to the public by using mobile exhibition is really inspiring. You can motivate and you can create scientific curiosity and temperament in the village people, especially rural students. That is very important. We have most of rural areas are there. So we are not only focus in urban area, rural area is also equally important. So you are doing excellent job. I had personal experience. I visited and I'm looking for the video which you're going to show in the last moment. Really, I really appreciate NCSM also. While doing the exhibits, they will consider the local issues, even constructing the exhibits. That makes me really appreciate them like anything. So in case of you are adapting schools anyway, is there any possibility to adapt us? I want to ask on the behalf
No,
on this
actually,
occasion.
Tirupati we have chosen because it is very easy for us to reach the schools.
Yeah,
So maybe in future, if of course if the pandemic situation is over, maybe
Yeah.
we'll expand the region so that
Yeah.
other schools.
Not the question of adoption, lighter side I'm asking. Maybe we can collaborate. Both our interests are same. Like so, maybe if you collaborate, we can do more programs. So some you
Sure,
can
sure.
provide from your side. Anyway, we are collaborating for some of the programs.
Yeah.
So, and that will be more frequent and in a more vigorous way. That is only I expect in future. So thank you very much. Very nice presentation and a very comprehensive presentation about your science center. I really appreciate your effort and your involving me in this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Thank you very much. And with this, we'll go for a vote of thanks, and our program officer will direct a person to record the vote of thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. With your remarks, I add one more, madam. Balaji at Balaji Hills. Okay, thanks, Balaji Garu. Very nice.
Yeah. In this occasion, I would like to forget. I really I met only once Manikandan sir when I visited Regional Science Center. Really, it's a great loss to the Regional Science Center, I can say, in this occasion. And so may his soul rest in peace. The COVID situation, because of COVID situation, we lost him. That time I too was hospitalized, but I was shocked for about 3 or 4 days. So I was not able to digest that. Hope so you will work very vigorously. So not to think about remembering Manikandan always. So his services with that spirit, you please go ahead. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam. So with this, I request our colleague and project officer in Science City of Andhra Pradesh, C.H. Hemant Kumar Garu, to propose vote of thanks. Before that, we acknowledge the presence of the representative of CDAC and Dr. Ravikant Prajapati in this meeting. Thank you very much for both of you, sir. Now I request the Hemant Kumar Guru to propose vote of thanks for the remaining, please. Please.
First of all, on my personal behalf, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Y. Aparna Madam, the Member Secretary of CAST, for granting me an opportunity to participate in the today's program and for her continuous guidance in organizing the program, and also for her detailed presentation on the activities of UpCast. On behalf of UpCast, I am very much thankful to Dr. Devapriya Datta, Head and Advisor, Seed Division, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, Dr. Rashmi Sharma, Scientist of DST, Government of India, Dr. Ravikant Prajapati, Scientist B, and other members from DST, Government of India, Director Generals, Member Secretaries of all state SNT councils, and representatives of different SNTC councils. And I express my sincere thanks to CEO Science City of Andhra Pradesh. I also express our sincere thanks to the today's speakers, Sri K. Balaram, Senior Manager, Foundation Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Nirmala Krishnamurthy, Department of Chemistry, Isatripati, Sri M.M.K. Balaji, Project Coordinator, Regional. I express sincere thanks to the district coordinators, district coordinators, and their teams, teachers, scholars, students, and all the staff of course for making every success. Thanks to one and all.
Okay, with this we conclude this session. Please leave this session. We will meet next session during March 2022. Thank you, one and all. Balaji Garu, Krishnamurthy Madam, thank you very much, Madam. So, Augusta, Balaram Garu Kuda. Thank you, sir. All DCs, thank you very much, and DSCs, thank you very much for your continuous persuasion for the involvement of teachers and others in this today's program. Thank you, one and all.